Hey, Algebra 2, look at lesson 75. Literally just a combination of things that you already know. Woo! Okay? So it's going to go by pretty fast for you. Okay, so what are you going to do? If you look at it, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to look at it, and you tell me what you think you're going to have to do to solve this. You tell me, like I'm there. But I mean, like in your head, tell me. I'm sure you're right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to factor this out first. So here we go. I'm going to put my little parentheses. I'm going to see that x, our factors of -6 that are going to add up to equal -1. Obviously, we're going to have a 2 and a 3 there. And this needs to be negative, so it'll be -3 and +2. So these are now, this is now our denominator of this one. So then we look over there and we see, ooh, this one's like similar to this one. It just needs to be flipped around. So what do? We learned this the other day. We make this positive so we can make this negative and this positive. Okay? So now it's written as x minus 3 as the denominator over there, right? With our plus here because we changed the signs. So now I'm going to have a common denominator of x minus 3 and x plus 2. And nothing needs to change here because nothing's spelled there. So we put x plus 3. And then over here, what are we missing over here? The x plus 2. So we do plus 3 times, because that's the 3 here, times what we're falta here, x plus 2. Okay? And then we just distribute out. This will be 3x, and this will be plus 6. So we have 4x plus 9 over, and you can leave it like this, or you can put it back to here, but I just leave it like this. Instead of going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And that's your answer for example 1. And that's literally how you're going to do all 3 examples plus the practice, but we're going to do them so that you feel confident and you can learn from repetition, right? Okay, so example 2, x plus 7 over x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 3 over -1 minus x. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is factor this out. Factors of 1 are obviously 1 and 1, and we want a positive 2, so I'm going to make this positive 1. Okay, I'm going to switch this over because usually the x needs to be in the front anyway. That's going to make it easier to factor all this stuff. So I'll make this positive, this positive, this positive. So now we have x plus 1 on the bottom here. So now our denominator is x plus 1 times x plus 1 because we have 2 x plus 1s here. Because you may be looking at it and saying, but Ms. Jessica, like all of them are x plus 1, so why do we have 2 down here? Because what you do is you find all the factors and you find the greatest number of times that factor is found in one term, okay? So because this is found 2 times in one term, we have to write it 2 times for our denominator, okay? So we're not falta anything here, so we just put x plus 7 up at the top. We are falta 1 here, so we'll do plus 3 times x plus 1, which is 3x plus 3, which means our answer is 4x plus 10 all over x plus 1. You can put squared or lo que sea. Okay? Example 3. X minus 3 over x squared minus 2x minus 15. Whoops. Minus 15. That would look bad. X plus 2. And why don't we just change it right now while we're here? X plus, no, x minus 5. Because we're changing the signs. Duh. So it'll be a -5 and a positive x. Okay, cool. So here we're going to factor x. Our factors of 15 that add up to equal 2 are going to be 5 and 3. We need that to be a -2, so I'm going to make that a -5 and a positive 3. So that means our factors on the bottom are x minus 5 and x plus 3, because we have 1, 2, 3 there, but these are the same. So we're not falta anything here, it's just x minus 3. But over here, and be careful with that negative, neat. Okay, I put that negative there. Whoops, I wrote on my shirt, I think. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I put that negative there, but is that going to change the sign of this? No, right? Because we're changing the sign of this. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud. Everything's good. Okay, so we have minus, and now we are falta the x plus 3 times this x plus 2. And that's for sure why we're going to be doing this one because, okay, raro, right? Okay, so here we go. X times x is x squared plus x times 2 is 2x plus 3x plus 6. But now we need to distribute that negative, this negative right here, okay? So this is becoming a mess with no room. I'm gonna write it up here. So I have x minus 3 minus x squared minus 5x minus 6. So that's gonna be negative x squared negative 4x minus 9 all over x minus 5 and x plus 3. Okay? And if you're like, Miss Jessica, you got very disordenada and all of that, what were you talking about? I was making sure we didn't need to distribute this negative over here when we change the sign, right? But that would be dumb because we're distributing it on the bottom. That's the whole point of it. So I did x plus 2 times x plus 3, what I was about to here, but you make sure that you keep the negative on the outside because that negative will distribute at the end. So once you distribute all of these, you need to distribute the negative and then add it up with this stuff. Okay, go ahead and do your practice and then I'll come back and show you the answer. Okay, your answer's down at the bottom. Negative x squared minus 5x minus 7 over x minus 4 times x plus 2. X plus 1, pardon. How do we get that? Okay, we set it up. I just changed this automatically. This becomes negative. So this is positive x and minus 4, but nothing changes up here. I factor this out. I got x minus 4 and x plus 1 because the 4 and the 1 are factors of 4, but they add up to equal negative 3 when we make the negative on the 4. There's nothing falta on this side for the greatest common factor, so I just put x minus 2. What's falta over here is x plus 1, so I did minus, parentheses, x plus 5 times x plus 1. You get x squared plus 6x plus 5, and you multiply those together, but you have to distribute the negative, so it's negative x squared, negative 6x, negative 5. I put that over there and added it up with the x minus 2. Get everything together, it's negative x squared minus 5x minus 7 all over the denominator here. Okay, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Bye.